Today we're shooting the BinTac M50 arrow rifle. This rifle shoots both 50 caliber slugs and the specially designed BinTac arrows. We have the BBA 150 millimeter tactical rail, and on that we have two BBA BinTac M50 arrow quippers on there. These arrow quippers hold two of your arrows. You can put field points, 2-blade, 3-blade, and 4-blade broadheads in those, and they hold them nice and tight to your rifle, and it'll hook to any Weaver rail mount. We've also replaced a lot of the nocks here on the original arrows that we got from BinTac with the BBA aftermarket nocks. Some of them are orange, some of them are black. I guess I don't have any white ones on there today, but we also offer that. We've got a single shot tray ready to go, so when we switch over to bullets, the M50 here has a 20-inch long barrel. It has an increased air tank. It's definitely going to deliver much higher velocities than the smaller predecessor, the MP Max, which I'm very interested to see just what kind of power increases we can get out of this. Each one of these arrows we're firing today weighs 760 grains roughly. I just weighed them on the scale. We're going to see what kind of velocities and foot-pounds of energy the M50 from BinTac produces today through the chronograph. I've got a target, brand new one, sitting in the background that's supposed to be able to stop any velocity crossbow arrow. Hopefully that'll be good enough for this arrow rifle. Alright guys, so here we go. Let's go ahead and cock back the rifle. I've loaded up one of the BinTac arrows. Hopefully you can see the numbers there in the chronograph. Now let's fire shot number 1. 446 feet per second is what the chronograph says. We're going to have an issue there. I do not see the arrow sticking out of the target. It went through my target, which is pretty impressive. Alright guys, so here we go with shot number 2. Oh yeah, those arrows are going right through the target. So 446 feet per second says we got a duplicate. Let's go ahead and fire shot number 3. Alright guys, here we go, shot number 3. Oh yeah, that target's doing very little to stop those. Shot 3 was 427 feet per second. Alright, so here's our fourth and final shot. 405 feet per second. That is just incredible. That is a lot of foot-pounds of energy and a lot of kinetic energy from an arrow weighing that much, traveling at that velocity. Those are velocities you typically only see from the strongest crossbows, and this is a much, much heavier arrow. Let's go take a look at the target. Alright guys, it took me a minute to find them. I was only able to relocate 2 of the 3 arrows that actually went through this bag. This bag was the strongest one I could find. It says it's rated for 525 feet per second crossbow. It's 24-inch, nice thick bag, and the first 3 shots that we took went right through it. In fact, this groove right here in this rock is left by those arrows coming through the target. I mean, they still had enough energy after going through that target to go all the way through this rock. I don't know if I'm giving you a good perspective of how big of a chunk it took out of that. And they went back into the bushes. The 2 of them are just right here. Third one I'm not able to find. Sad not to be able to recover one of those. I thought for sure the target would be more than ample to stop the arrows. So if you're going to want to be able to stop arrows from this kind of an arrow rifle, you're going to want 2 of these targets sitting front to back to each other. That should be able to provide more than enough backstop to actually retrieve your arrows afterwards. You can see here, that's our first hit. That was our second hit. There's another hit right there, and there was our 4th shot right there. So just dropping down a little down the line. Very, very accurate. I was kind of worried I was going to Robin Hood some of these arrows. Obviously going through the target, I didn't have to worry about that, and only the very last shot didn't go through the target. Alright guys, well I appreciate you watching this real quick demonstration of the BinTac M50 arrow rifle, testing out these 760 grain arrows just to see how accurate and how powerful they are and what kind of backstop you're actually going to need to stop them.